Hello, hello, namaste, witchlings. All right, give me just a sec. Toot. How about that? Hey, Raven. Oh, Bean, thank you. Ugh. Dig the hair out of where it's hiding that it shouldn't be. It's a fuzzy butt. You come busting in here like the po-po. Heesh. Like he owns the place or some shit. Ooh, that's all good. I am so frustrated today. I did not realize I ran out of creamer yesterday. I thought I had another bottle, so I am without creamer. Which means no coffee. Thank God for caffeinated soda. What in the hell are you doing? Will you quit licking your junk for 5 minutes? That is all I can hear, child. Yeah, Mom is not happy not having coffee here. Doink. There. Ha! Otherwise, I'm in a pretty good mood. Thank you, dear heart. All right, everybody. Are we ready to get going? I think we are. It is frighteningly... Oh, he's getting coffee. Okay. It is frighteningly warm in the Pacific Northwest right now. I am not liking this. Because while, yes, I enjoy the fact that it is slightly warmer than normal, I am also highly concerned because we have not had a good heavy freeze. So we're going to have insects and rodents galore this summer. Uh-oh, what did you forget to hit go on? Okay, well, no huge deal there. We're just kind of chit-chatting so far. Oh, Burt chilies. Is it? My watch says it's 58, so yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, no shit. All right. Oh, I have itchies. I gotta find my strips. All right. You are fine and dandy, John. We're just glad you're here. Yay! That's a good thing, John. All right, y'all. We're going to do our digital housekeeping and say, please be mindful of the energy you bring into my space, and you will be respectful in my chat. If you are not, Arnold and the mods will be finding your ass with the ban hammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
We added a new mod last night. Nicole Meep is now one of our mods because poor man behind the curtain was left to his own devices for midnight mass, and Sergeant desperately wanted to go out. So, yup, we added a new mod. But that's okay. She's family, right? Okay, everybody, I'm going to take my sip. It's not coffee today, but hey, please help keep me stocked in Dr. Pepper for a while. All right. Hello, Sergeant Puppy. He's such a cute pupper. I was talking about the Sergeant Puppy. I invoked the Sergeant Puppy. He is not in his bed, though. Neither is the cat. Fuzzbutt is chilling out watching kitty TV for now. Hello, fuzzy butts. I love that picture. He's so fucking cute. It's the demon cat. Rawr. Hooray. Do. Bum bum. All right, y'all. Yeah, let's do the start thing and actually get moving here. I know, it's kind of cool. All right, y'all. Here we go. Boundaries sharp. Okay. He startled me. All right, y'all. Boundaries sharpen, truth surfaces, and protection takes center stage. What the fluff? Oh, shit, kitten caboodle. I don't know, but give me a second, because I know I did that. You closed it. Oh, no. I never closed that window. Hold on, y'all. I missed something, and I missed something important. All right, come on. Finish up. That is not what I wanted. This is what we want. What the hell? All right. Urgh. This is what happens when Di lets herself get distracted. All right. Okay. Close that. Go here. What here? There! Oh my good gods. I made it. I just forgot to put it into the notes. All right. Di's having a day, y'all. Here we go. Pleasure meets purpose under Ayazan's watchful joy. Today's readings invite conscious play, intuitive balance, and sacred release. Practice Saxon, breathe fully into the moment, move your body, and let wisdom guide delight without losing your center. Namaste, my witchlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where magic meets mindfulness, and we take just a moment to honor the day, listen to the cards, and tend to ourselves along the way. Inhaled saliva. Now, whether you're returning or joining us for the very first time, I am so very glad you are here. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Di, your yoga witch and guide on this journey, and this is your daily pause for reflection, insight, and care. So go grab your favorite crystal. I am playing with a big-ass hunk of amethyst today. Light a candle or some incense for that aromatherapy. Settle in with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your mug, and let's step into today's wisdom and self-care together. Now, if this space resonates with you, do not forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps our witchling community grow. And speaking of growing our community, you can now join my channel as a witchling member. Yay! Your membership very much helps keep me creating all of this magic, and it lets us stay connected in far deeper, more meaningful ways. So if you feel called to support this channel and you have the financial means to do so, and you would like to step just a little bit closer into our coven, please tap that join button and come on in. We have a birthday. Yay, birthday. Oh, yes, you get the cool emoticon sticker thingamajiggers. Thank you, Funny Town. I try to be colorful. Hey, Mimi. Do I know Kundalini Awakening Yoga? I am familiar with it. It is not my particular style of yoga, but yes, it is kind of cool. Yes. All right. What's up, Pagan? Oh, mercy. Bean will explain soon. What is a yoga witch? Again, I will explain that soon. So, yeah. Raven is mostly accurate there as far as what a pagan is. A pagan is someone who worships in a polytheistic religion and is not a member of one of the big three or the Abrahamic faiths. There we go. All right, my friends. All right, you guys. I need to trim a wick. And then we can talk about today's birthday. I am really happy about today's birthday. Well, yeah, today's birthday. Need to remember to log back into that account and say something to him. It took me a while to figure out how I knew today's birthday. All right, you guys. Moving mousey. All right. Today's birthday. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. There you are. Clickety clack. Don't talk back. We have a birthday today. I am very happy about this. So, today's birthday is an old classmate with whom I share one of my all-time favorite jazz band stories or memories. He is celebrating his birthday today. He was one of the coolest, kindest guys I was blessed to share space with back then. Levi, I genuinely hope your birthday is amazing. You deserve nothing less. Happy fucking birthday, man. Happy birthday, Levi. And all right. With the lighting of this flame, may it shine as a beacon of hope for those finding their way through the dark. We hold this light in remembrance and solidarity with survivors and victims of all types of violence, for our witchlings and their loved ones who are facing some difficult moments, and keeping all of them within our sacred circle. We are also sending healthy energy and love to Roro, who is dealing with some shit right now. We keep all of you safe within our circle. And with the lighting of our candle, our circle is now closed, and we extend an invitation to the ancestors to join us on our journey today. We're doing good. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right, that's what I thought. I know. All right. A heathen. Okay. Nice. Probably. Is what real, Tanner? I mean, I'm obviously real. I'm a person. I'm solid. I have rocks that I can play with. But there we go. Turn that. Dum, 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 dum. Typically, the only things that get people banned in my chat were being hateful and exceedingly rude, or proselytizing. All right. All right. Oh, I think I know. Oi. Thank you, Rach. Oh, is Bean... Go get some sleep, Bean. Ah, Bean has pajama day at school tomorrow. Haha. Da, 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 da. Hello, Lauren. Lauren Osgood. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Here we go. I am pretty much caught up on everything. I think I know who it is. All right, you guys. It is time to take a look at the holidays and observances that are popping up for us today. All right, we got some fun ones. we are starting our day off with Pay a Compliment Day. Compliments are social nutrients, tiny packets of recognition that cost almost nothing and metabolize into belonging. Today isn't about flattery or performance, it's about seeing. Pay a compliment forward to the barista, to the stranger with the brave hair, the friend who keeps showing up tired but trying. Words do not just describe reality, they shape it. Use yours like small spells of affirmation loosed gently into the world. Next, this one's an important one. It is International Day of Zero Tolerance to Female Genital Mutilation. Let's try that again. Today is the International Day of Zero Tolerance to Female Genital Mutilation. This day is not symbolic, it is fucking urgent. Female genital mutilation is a violation of bodily autonomy, health, and human dignity that still, to this day, affects millions of girls and women worldwide. Zero tolerance means naming harm clearly and refusing to dress violence up as tradition or silence it with discomfort. For my witchlings, this day asks us to stand firmly in the truth that bodies are not battlegrounds, rights of control, or objects of ownership. Care here looks like learning, amplifying survivor voices, supporting organizations doing on-the-ground work, and rejecting any worldview that treats pain as a prerequisite for belonging. And last but not least, it is Give Kids a Smile Day. Joy doesn't have to be a complicated thing to be revolutionary. This day here focuses on children's oral health, access to care, and the simple magic of helping kids smile without pain or fear. A healthy smile isn't about perfection, it's about comfort, confidence, and being able to laugh freely. Now, whether that means donating to programs that provide dental care, helping a kid learn how to brush without shame, or just being the adult who makes medical spaces feel safer, this is about protecting joy while it's still soft and forming. And that, my lovely witchlings, is our holidays for today. All right. Dun, 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 bum. Thank you, Vin. All right. I'm going to take a sip. Oh, good thing I grabbed a spare. That's the question, Raven. Well, boo. All right. Thank you. I think I said thank you to Vin. No, you did not get banned, Skylar. You're fine. This is cream soda Dr. Pepper. It is my current addiction. I have been a Dr. Pepper fan since sophomore year of high school. Hey, Pay. Yeah, Skylar didn't get banned. Skylar's cool. We're good with Skylar. All right. And now, my lovelies, my friends, my dears, it is time to honor our goddess of the day. She is a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on our journey. Ayazan moves through the world as pleasure with purpose, playfulness with a watchful eye. Known as the first priestess of the voodoo tradition, she presides over public spaces where people gather to celebrate, dance, and let joy spill into the streets. Mardi Gras revelry falls squarely under her care, not as chaos, but as sacred release. Ayazan offers psychic insight and protective guidance, reminding us that joy is not the enemy of wisdom and that pleasure, when held consciously, can be a spiritual act. As the moral governess of humankind, Ayazan teaches balance. She does not deny desire or delight. Instead, she helps us hold them alongside responsibility and awareness. Her symbol, the palm leaf, reflects this beautifully, both a sign of celebration and a tool of divination. Under her guidance, play becomes meaningful and intuition keeps us from tipping into harm while we explore what feels good, alive, and liberating. To honor Ayazan today, blend her love of divination with Mardi Gras tradition. Since a palm leaf may not be close at hand, use your own palm for fortune telling with a simple palmistry guide and see what wisdom your body already carries. Then move your body, dance freely, and toss rice or another grain around outside of your home. This act invites pleasure, banishes stagnant energy, and lets the birds carry your wishes skyward, delivering them to Ayazan in their beaks as laughter, movement, and joy ripple outward. And that, my darlings, my witchlings, is today's goddess. I have a bunch of birdseed that I might potentially, take and toss for today. Hey, Irish! How are we doing today? Ads. Nice! Raven, you and fucking Liz, we're all kind of going, ooh, palmistry sounds interesting. You didn't get banned, Skylar. You are fine. You are here. We would not if you were to get banned, it would be immediately revoked because we know you. You are good. You have been nothing but respectful and nice and very curious, which we actually really like. Ha. All right, my friends. Let's move this so I can use my arm. You know what? Not going to use that one. We're going to put this one on today. Hello, there's a necklace on it. Okay. We are going to put the... Yep. We are going to put the scarf on. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Here we go. There. Da-da-da-da. Oh. What type of witch are you? As my friend is a white witch. Yes, I know you bought this one, Raven. That's part of why I'm wearing it. There is really no such thing as a white witch or a black witch because magic does not have a color. It is the energy and intent you put behind it. I myself am a candle and divination witch, bordering on a chaos witch. Yes. Alex, we will get to that after I get done with the tarot, oracle, and the rest of the divination. But yes, I will touch on that one. That is a very common question I have been getting lately. And you know what? I don't mind addressing it. All right. So, let's get into the... Damn it, Annie. Let's get into the meat and potatoes and, the primary reason people are here. We have the meat. Oh, no. Let's see what the oracles are saying today, my friends. Take a listen. Let me know what y'all think. I hate my brain. All right. Our first card today is the feelings are mutual. Following that with commitment. And finally, we are learning to forgive. All right, those are our cards. Let's see what they all together say. So, realizing that the feelings are mutual removed the last hesitation and made it easier to step fully into a genuine commitment. What once felt uncertain now feels aligned, grounded, and worth choosing with intention. Even so, there is a tender layer of reflection here, learning to forgive ourselves for the time it took to arrive at this point. That forgiveness isn't regret, it is compassion. Growth doesn't move on a deadline, and readiness can only be recognized in hindsight. This moment asks us to honor both the courage to commit now and the patience it took to get here, understanding that timing, not failure, shaped our path. That, my friends, is our oracle reading. And now, the unicorns are screaming today. Let's see what the tarot has to tell us. All right. A call to turn inward sparks growth, but not without challenge. Disruptive influences surface, testing your patterns and resilience. Stay aware. Don't linger in old stories, because calm, clarity, and resolution arrive once the conflict is released. Hey, baby boy, can you chill? I'll get you a blanket back on the floor soon. He's mad. He's leaving me now. Sad die. All right. Yes, I'm ready. We're going to redo this so that you guys hear it and we can get right into the reading. Okay, never mind. He says we can go. I'm throwing the cards at myself now. All right, let's get started here. Our first card is the Hermit. When the spiritually unfettered unicorn comes to the inquirer with the Hermit card, it is an indication of time for reflection. This may come as a period of study and learning in order to better oneself, improving one's quality of life. Meditate, enroll in a course, or seek advice and direction from a learned source. Our next card is the Devil. Devil indicates a shakeup, troubles, wallowing in self-pity, and some disruptive influences leading to loss if great care is not taken. Last but not least, we have the Five of Rods reversed. Well, relief, calm after a conflict. Those are our tarot cards for today. Let's see what they say all together. Well, we begin with the Hermit, a clear invitation to turn inward and tend to your inner landscape. This is a season for reflection, study, and deliberate learning, time spent meditating, reading, or even enrolling in a course that expands your understanding. The Hermit also reminds you that wisdom doesn't have to be solitary forever. Seeking guidance from a trusted mentor or knowledgeable source can illuminate the path ahead. Next comes the Devil, shaking things up with uncomfortable truths. This card points to disruptive influences, unhealthy attachments, or patterns that tempt you into fear, excess, or even self-pity. Left unchecked, these energies can lead to loss or even stagnation, especially if you linger too long in old stories about what's gone wrong. Awareness is key here. Seeing the chains is how you loosen them. Finally, the Five of Rods reversed brings some welcome relief. The conflict stirred up by the Devil begins to dissolve, making space for calm cooperation and resolution. What once felt chaotic settles, reminding you that peace often arrives not by force, but by choosing clarity and release. That is the tarot. Now, my witchlings, let us bring the oracle and tarot together into one clear message, a single solitary stream of guidance flowing through each and every card. Drop me a comment and let me know what in this reading resonates with you. All right, let's get started. The story begins quietly, with the Hermit lighting the way inward. There's reflection here, time spent studying your own patterns, sitting with truth, and realizing that the feelings are mutual. That realization softens hesitation and makes a real commitment possible, not rushed, but chosen with clarity. Still, insight often stirs discomfort. The devil enters as the reckoning point, exposing old attachment, fear-based habits, and the temptation to linger in self-pity or regret, especially the ache of learning to forgive yourself for not committing sooner. The lesson is sharp but necessary. Awareness breaks those chains. As honesty replaces shame, tension begins to dissolve. With the Five of Rods reversed, the inner conflict settles. Competition, doubt, or self-judgment lose their grip, replaced by cooperation within the self. Peace follows not because the struggle never happened, but because you chose reflection over avoidance, forgiveness over punishment, and commitment over fear. That's our reading for today, my friends. What do y'all think? I'm thinking our reading is pretty powerful. And now, my lovely witchlings, it is time for our affirmation. Our affirmation. I trust my inner wisdom and trust the timing of my growth. I release guilt and self-judgment, choosing forgiveness and clarity instead. With awareness and courage, I step into commitment, allowing conflict to soften into peace. That's our affirmation today, guys. All right, witches, step into DieTheYogaWitch.shop where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry and then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Mitch. Die the Yoga Mitch. And then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, dog hoodies, cat collars, and so freaking much more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, maybe even your familiar, and bring just a little bit of witchy sparkle into your own daily life. Once again, you can find that at DieTheYogaWitch.shop. Now, if you're enjoying this podcast and you would like to step just a smidge bit deeper into the coven, consider clicking on that join button and becoming a member of this channel. There are some amazing perks for all of my witchlings, with levels starting at just a single solitary $1 a month. How affordable is that, you guys? And also a quick little reminder that you can help this channel out for free by subscribing and sharing this video with a friend. Do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. Ring the bell. I appreciate you guys and all of your support so very much. You are the absolute best witchlings ever. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every day. All right, back to the show, y'all. So, what was the civil rights movement? Does anybody know? Oh, dear God. Oh, yes, the unicorns are very much screaming at us today. Hey, Raven, are you referring to the, what's it? The Hermit? Hermit's popped up for me twice in the last week and a half. All right, unicorn. Yes, this deck is no longer in print. It is the Unicorn deck by, I believe her name is Suzanne Starr. Illustrated by Liz Hilton. Written by Suzanne Starr. Yes. All right. All right. Not talking about politics. Hello, nobody knows. Pay. I like the emojis, those are cute. How do you view the spirit? Like, how do you explain consciousness more than just the bodily or physical? Bring that back up when we get into Chillin with the Witchlings, because that is going to take more time to go into than we have during the show, but I do want to talk about that. Oh, Skylar, that is not what happened to Lucifer. We'll get to that later as well. Thank you, Raven. That's pretty much it. All right. I do kind of like Lucy. He's kind of cool. Lucifer was your typical about 16-year-old boy. Thought he knew better than Dad, or at least was equal to Dad on all levels, and Dad booted his ass out for a little while. What is your news, Andrea? Andrea has exciting news. All right. While Andrea types out her news. Okay. I have another soda. Oh, thank you. The watch or the watch band? Either way, thank you much. Primary reason I have my watch. There are two main reasons I have this watch. Yes. It's very comfortable. I have two reasons for having this watch. Primary reason is I have POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which means my heart will just spike or crash for no apparent reason. And this helps me keep track of what it's doing. And then, well, I am ADHD AF, and I am prone to losing my phone with it in my hand. And so the ability to press a button on my watch and have my phone make noise is the absolute best thing in the world. Yay! A phone case and new shoes. Nice. Oh, Chris. Simple answer as to do I think Crowley was a true occultist or just a weird sex-obsessed guy? Both. Both is good. We're going with both. He was definitely both. We can hold two truths at the same time. Trust me on this one. It's time for that. Both. That too, he was very definitely paranoid. Oh my goodness gracious Groofus. Hey, funny town. That is true. Bum, 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 bum. Here's Hazel with the important questions. What kind of shoes, Andrea? I am actually kind of curious, too. We will discuss Crowley once we get to Chillin with the Witchlings. So, you know what? We're going to actually start moving here so that we can get there. Let me put this on real quick, though, first. The only drawback to this lipstick is it dries down so much that I end up feeling like if I smile too big, my lips are going to crack. There we go. Oh. All right, my lovelies. Guess what time it is, my friends? It's time for the Sanskrit bit. Yay, Sanskrit. Okay. Yes, I get this excited over stupid shit in my daily life too, so please. What the heck? There, I think I fixed it. All right, y'all. Our word of the week is Saxon, and today calls us to practice Saxon, the witness in subtle ways. Observe the energy around you, in your body, your space, your relationships. Before reacting or responding, take just a beat to watch. Witnessing energy first helps us act with clarity and intention. Notice the small things today, and let the presence of the witness guide your choices. Excuse me. Wow, I'm just not doing good. That was our Sanskrit bit. And now, the nations of the world. Oh, anyway, it is time for Namaste. Namaste says to breathe in the moment. All right. Dum, dum, dum. There we go. Relax your eyes and breathe in and out normally. Pay attention to your breathing as if it were a captivating story. What part of your body is doing the breathing? Is it your diaphragm, your chest, or your whole body? How rapid is your breathing? Are your breaths quick or drawn out? Do you find it difficult to breathe? Is there any pain in your breaths? Assess everything you can about your breaths. After, breathe intentionally for 8 minutes. Just by acknowledging your breaths, you give yourself more life and value. This will also allow your mind and body to relax, for the focus is now on the breath and nothing else. That, my lovelies, is our namaste. And now it's time to do self-compassion. Self-compassion is a fun one today. All right. Self-compassion is asking us to be a friend indeed. What would you offer a friend at the end of a hard day that you can offer yourself now? Ooh, that's a good one. Boom. All right. Doink. Hellos. Uh-oh. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, have a good one, Raven. Oh, Pokemon socks. Mountain Dew Baja Blast socks. Those are fun. Oh. Thank you, William. They came from Zenny. Zenni, by the way, guys. What do I think about dieting? We will talk about that. Oh. Yeah. What do I think about dieting? Okay. I have dieted a million times. Since puberty smacked me upside the head. We'll get into that in Chillin with the Witchlings. We're almost there. I forgot. Yeet. Thank you. I don't even remember where I got these, but having looked at them and seeing how they're made, I am going to make some very similar to them. Ha ha ha. Ow! Damn it. I just stabbed my earlobe with the earring hook. That did not feel good. Jab! Trying to pierce my ear again. I won't do HRT. HRT fucked my grandmother up big time. We are not doing HRT when we finally get through peri and fully into menopause. Nike shoes are comfy. All right. Let us move on and do some people's favorite part of the show. It is time for our little moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. I absolutely love this book. Oh, we have a quote from Bertrand Russell, and Meister Eckhart. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to bash the mouse. All right. So, from Bertrand Russell. As I grew up, I became increasingly interested in philosophy of which they, his family, profoundly disapproved. Every time the subject came up, they repeated with unfailing regularity, "What is mind? No matter. What is matter? Never mind." After some 50 or 60 repetitions, this remark ceased to amuse me. Can understand that. Next, we have a quote from Meister Eckhart. I'm assuming, nope, I'm thinking Eckhart Tolle, so I'm going to have to look up who Meister Eckhart is. Anyway, the eye with which I see God is the same eye with which God sees me. And that, my friends, is our moment of Zen. And now it is time for our blessing. Here is today's blessing, my witchlings. May gentle insight light your inner path and steady your heart. May old chains fall away as you forgive yourself with compassion. May your commitments be rooted in clarity and peace rise where conflict once lived. Blessed be, and namaste, my witchlings. All right, witches. I picked it up without dinging it today. it is time to wrap up our show for today. Ha ha! Check out that glorious flame. All right. With the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is now open, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors for joining us on today's journey. Smoke does not taste good today. Okay, witches. Quick little reminder before we go. This space exists solely because of this witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors here yet, just some shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love. So please do us all a favor. Do the whole like, share, subscribe thing. Ring the bell so you know when we're posting and going live. Tell a friend about this channel, please. It definitely helps us grow. And then go ahead and join the channel if you have, the financial ability and you would like to. All right. Now, my witchlings, let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There's already enough darkness and hate in this world. Let each of us choose to be steady lights of hope and love for those finding their way through that darkness. Be sure to tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scale, paws, or claws, that they matter to you very much. Time moves so much faster than any of us realize, and those chances to say I love you one more time are not guaranteed. And please, if you take one thing and one thing only away from everything we do here every day, I hope it's that you always, always remember. You are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real, even if you haven't figured it out yet. Took me till I was 45 to figure mine out. I love you guys to bits. You are the absolute best part of my day. You are the reason I am here. I love you guys so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste, my witchlings. Technically, a lot of people would say that the man behind the curtain and I belong to a gang because we belong to a motorcycle club. And that group has done a lot of good. I do not know how many thousands of dollars we have raised for hospice or Coffee-O. But yeah, there are... Coffee-O is a youth shelter. And a coffee shop that funds said youth shelter. But yeah, there are some gangs that are actually doing some good out there. Most of them are motorcycle clubs that I'm aware of. And gangs out of Downey from California. Yep. Hey, Will. Now if you get, and even, I hate to say it. God, this sounds horrible to say. But even the Bloods and the Crips and the 18th Street and all of them, they occasionally do some good shit. That they are all about community support. They exist primarily because the young men in particular of those areas needed to find and build community, and well, left to their own devices, they don't always do the smartest thing. Banditos suck. Nyet. I don't fuck with the banditos. The Hells Angels, they are the 1%ers. Yeah, the banditos are definitely a criminal organization. And I don't know the mongrels. That makes sense, Chris. What is my age? I'm going to ask how old you think I am because I'm curious. I will tell you guys. Oh. Hello from Scotland. Ooh, Scotland is cool. I want to go to Scotland eventually. I would trust the Hells Angels with my kid before I would trust a Catholic priest. Because most Hells Angels chapters do the teddy bear runs. That is one of the big reasons that when I took the kids out, out and about, I always told them that if we got separated, the people to look for were moms, people with funky colored hair, goths, and bikers. Find somebody in a biker vest and leathers, you know they're going to protect the kid. Do the Hells Angels do good? They are a motorcycle gang. They are a criminal organization, yes, but I do not know of many motorcycle clubs that don't do at least something to support kids. A lot of clubs do the teddy bear runs. And those are always really awesome. They're like Toys for Tots runs or poker runs for charity. What is catcalling? Imagine the stereotypical, you see it in the movies and the TV shows, the woman walks past the construction site and the guys working the construction site are whistling and yelling things at her. That's the catcalling. Or that catcalling. What? Speaking of catcalling. Oh, really? You think so? You want to come over here and say that shit? Come here. Come on. Come here. Give me a second. Come here, you furry little demon. What? Oh, you're laying in the sun and you're warm. Oh, look at the warm booby. Look at the warm kitty. Oh, there you go. Ha. Speaking of cat calling. Whoosh. Cat. Come here. There you go. Get comfy. That's a good question, Joram. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Need you better. I know you want your go-gurt. We'll get that after show, okay? All right, lay down. Get yourself comfy. Mom's going to move the mouse. All right. Are you content now? Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I hate painting an entire group of people based on what just a few of them do. I mean, how many people would look at our club and assume that they're all bad people because it's a motorcycle club? I mean, the fact that 3/4 of the club are Navy vets or active duty Navy. They do the charity. Yeah, half the reason the club was formed was that they commuted together. And they were looking out for each other, and they all rode motorcycles, and they just kind of decided to form a club. Yep. Because, wasn't he a senior? And he who cannot keep his ass in his motorcycle seat is junior. Who is currently the most powerful magic user you have met or believe in today? Oof. Yes. I thought he was. Let me think on that one, Chris. Because my gut instinct is to say Scott Cunningham, but I never met him. I got to San Diego, unfortunately, after he passed. But I did have the pleasure of meeting Raven, Gramassi, but Jiminy. I have met quite a few who have some oomph behind what they do, but I don't know who I would say is the most powerful. Oh. Is it wrong for our military to go overseas and fight for our country? It depends on where they are going and why they are going there and who we are allied with. Case in point, I do not necessarily... No. I, as a veteran of our armed forces, do not necessarily support what we did in Vietnam. That should not have happened, I will say that. Now, as far as something like World War II, yes, I support having done that because of the fact that was literally a global conflict. And they dragged us into it. But then more recent things like Desert Storm and OIF/OEF, no. Should not have happened. Well, actually, OIF, OEF, yes, should have, because they were in response to 9/11. But some of the other things that were done in the name of Operation Enduring or Iraqi Freedom probably should not have happened. Now, do I see the spiritual world? That's true. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, do I see the spiritual world? To an extent, yes. But I think anyone whose eyes are open to it can see it. Yes. Yes, we did. And the whole weapons of mass destruction thing. I know. I'm being reminded of facts of OIF, OEF. The whole weapons of mass destruction thing was a crock of bullshit. 90% of the reason we went over there is because Mustache Man 2.0 put a hit out on Daddy Bush, and Bush Jr. wanted to punish him for it. And the other 10% was to get cheaper oil prices. No. Hold on. I want to read it so I know I have the words correct. Yep. Now, when I raised my right hand and swore my oath, I said, I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. My first oath, my first pledge was to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That does not say that we are here to protect and defend our nation from enemies that threaten our country and freedom. No, we are here to defend the Constitution. There is a subtle but distinct difference there. We also swear that oath again to the Constitution, not the President. I have heard of it, Will, but I am not sure exactly what it is right off. I need to refresh my memory. Will is asking if I have heard of the Willard Public Library. Let's see. Chris, I only see bad things like demonic outlines and sleep paralysis hallucinations. Oh, dude, sleep paralysis is no fun. The man behind the curtain deals with that one. I am not entirely convinced that those are demons or anything, but our brains will fill in. Our brains will fill in the Danger Will Robinson idea first because it's a protective instinct. Oh my gosh, that's driving me bonkers. All right. They have cams up so people can watch for the... Oh, yes! Yes! The Gray Lady is the ghost librarian. Yes! Yes! Yes, I have heard of them. Ah. Sorry, I have something under my fingernails, and it is driving my autism and ADHD absolutely bonkers. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo in so many ways. Do what? Fucked if I know. Anyway, I'm going to put my cards away. Doo-da, doo-da. That's where my brain is today. I am so sleep deprived and so just out of it. So after midnight mass last night, we watched the late shows. Dudes, oh my God. Everybody watching, please. When you get the opportunity, go to YouTube and watch Sir Ian McKellen on Colbert last night with the Shakespeare. Oh my God. It is very much worth giving a watch. Is it wrong for our military to fight for our freedom? Blah, blah, blah. No, it is not wrong for our military to fight for our freedom. What it is wrong for our military to do is invade a sovereign nation simply because they have resources that we want. What do you think Zeno is? Alien or fictional religious superhero? I'm not even sure who Zeno is. I have had sleep paralysis. I called upon Archangel Michael for help. He has saved my ass more than once. I'm not sure who Zeno is, friend. Definitely sounds interesting. I will probably be looking that one up later. All right. Have a good one, Will. See you when you get back. There we go. Got to make sure I put these cards in right side up. My oracle cards, I cannot. I don't do it. The deck doesn't do reversals. I can talk really. I can. So I have to be careful making sure I put shit back together. Scientology. Yeah, no, we don't. I don't fuck with Scientology. Scientology is a cult made up by a man who wanted to be able to cheat freely on his wife. By the way, look up how he and his wife got together. Wrong spot. And it is a made up religion created by a fiction author. I do not remember exactly why he did it. Skylar, I am a veteran. Most of my people here will be supportive of our military. I support my brothers and sisters in arms. I do not, however, support what our current administration is doing to our military. There is a reason I call the current Secretary of Defense Keg's Breath. Fucking alcoholic doesn't deserve to be in the position because I have more time and service in my fucking right pinky toe than he has in his entire God's be damned body. Hey, Ariana, how are you doing today? Keg's Breath does not deserve to have the title of Secretary of Defense. He does not deserve that position, but that is my opinion. Hey, yo, Conford. I'm very disappointed in the fact that John Travolta and Kirstie Alley are Scientologists. Well, Kirstie Alley was Scientologist because it's one of the more obnoxious cults out there. There are two cults that I will gleefully make fun of. Scientology is one of them. Jehovah's Witnesses are the other. But yeah, Scientology is something else. Oh, I'll make fun of the Mormons too. Just they at least they're not quite as crazy as the Scientologists, and that's saying something. But yeah, I didn't know. I will happily make fun of Scientologists and fucking JWs. Oi. Yeah, I've got to find my Care Bears t-shirt. You guys would very much approve and appreciate the outfit I wore to the Gen X Takeover show. The man behind the curtain referred to Mormons when I said, cults I'll make fun of. Yes, I have a number of ex-Mo friends, partly because my high school, I say this all the time, primarily my high school, you were either Mexican or Russian, and if you weren't either of those, you were Roman Catholic or Mormon if you were white. I was none of the above. But I do have a lot of Mormon friends. The man behind the curtain is Technomancer. That would be my husband. His name used to be Technomancer Man Behind the Curtain. That's right. It was Chief Technomancer Man Behind the Curtain. But it was so long and he didn't like being called Chief. Although we do still have a couple of regulars who still call him Chief. Jay. Yes, I am a huge Wizard of Oz fan, as is he. I'm sorry, I just flashed back to high school and the torture that was those 4 years. No. Not doing that one. Yes. You can't see them. I have the 4th Doctor, a little TARDIS, and the 10th Doctor in little mini Funko Pops. And then I have a big goblet that says, "Who's your doctor?" with a little TARDIS pen sticking out of it. Here's Doctor number 4, mini TARDIS, and Tennant, because I love David Tennant. 10th Doctor was my favorite. No, it is Dr. Pepper, my friend. Cream soda Dr. Pepper at that. I do not drink beer. Can't do beer. Don't do alcohol. I know, it's weird. That one's where it belongs. Skylar, they don't get a bad reputation other than that's what was funny about it. They don't get a bad reputation except for those members who do stupid shit. All right. No. Nope. Yeah, it's where it belongs. All right. How do I deal with Christianity? I feel like I want to believe, but a lot of men use it to make us more subservient and under them. You are very active, very, very true. Dabayev. There we go. I was baptized into the Episcopal Church as an infant. My grandfather was an Episcopal priest and an expert theologian. So, I am all too familiar with much of Christianity and the Bible. Yes, they have, the evangelicals have very often fucked over the Bible. the evangelicals have mistranslated the Bible repeatedly. Just going to say that. Deliberately, most of those times. However, the current Pope, the current Pope is doing everything in his power to take the Roman Catholic Church back to being biblical and going by what Jesus actually said to do in the Bible. Feed the hungry, clothe the poor, help the destitute, help the widows and the orphans, all of that. And those Christians I am fine with. Does the Christian God exist in the spiritual world? Okay, so we are going to cover the theory of Bob yet again. I love my ex-husband. This is his theory. I give him all credit where credit is due. It does not matter what deity you pray to, whether it's the Christian God, whether it's Muhammad or Buddha or whatever pantheon you choose. You're praying to Zeus or whatever. Yeah, Allah, not Muhammad. Muhammad was the prophet. They're all the same deity, just different names. We all pray to the same deity, we just call them by different names. Therefore, my darling ex-husband chooses to call his deity Bob. Oh, let me see if I can find him. I saw him coming. Oh, hello. Good thing I didn't move. Come here. Come here. Hey. Furry demon. Hi. Come here. I got yours. There you go. You get to lay up there. Your presence has been requested, fuzzy butts. But yes, I believe all the gods exist. And so, I also, to an extent, I feel that, most religions are man-made. But I do honestly believe there is something more out there. Here's a good kitty. Hi, fuzzy butts. Are you happy? You got the you got the motor going. You and that diesel engine of yours. No, divine doesn't exist. It's replaceable. My deity is my boo deity. I like that one, Joram. Yeah. He's a fuzzy butt. Yes, he's a good fuzzy butt. I love this furry little bastard. I truly do. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. He is pushing hard into my hand. His full name is Chief Purrball McFuzzbutt. Because he purrs like a diesel fucking motor. We call him Fuzzbutt. I wanted to call him Chief. But, it's because he keeps saying fuzzy butt. It doesn't like the word butt. I wanted to call him Chief. It didn't stick. It doesn't fit him. He is very much Fuzzbutt or Fuzzy Butt. Mr. Butts. Demon Overlord. Oh, wait. Furry Overlord. Demon Child. Come here. Turn around. We'll scratch your... Yucko baby. But, yeah. Best part of the last 10 years. Him and Sarge. Yes. Yeah, you guys are the best part of my day. Yes, you are. You get the kitty cuddles. You're mad at me because I haven't taken my morning nap in the chair. You're also a mod, hon. We can get away with saying stuff in the chat that regular people can't. Just like in the Discord server, I can drop the F-bomb all I want, and it won't it won't auto mod me. Oh, well, that's right, because that's the other, yeah. I am still pissed at myself for letting my account get phished and hacked. That was so stupid on my part. Yep. Yeah. Prof, how do you define that moral porphyria of empress? Ooh. Let me get back to that one, Jerome. I need to refresh exactly what that is. Oh, it's not they're hiding from you. It's they're hiding your comments. What? Directly the... Yeah, they're not hiding it. They're holding it for review. I have cat hair in my lipstick now. And it feels horrible. Flufffoot. Meet your fuzzy boys. He meet your fuzzy boys. He meet your fuzzy boys. He's your kitty. All right, no. Someone asked about Wicca and witches. I don't know if they're even still watching. Ooh, that could be interesting. But people have asked about Wicca versus witches. And the easy way to explain it is all Wiccans are witches, but not all witches are Wiccan. Wicca is essentially, and I don't know if this is the right word for it, but it's the one most people will understand. Refer to him as the furry overlord. But this is what most people will understand. Wicca is essentially a denomination of paganism. It's a denomination of witch. Because you have, well, and there's different flavors of Wicca as well, because you have Dianic Wiccan, you have Gardnerian Wiccan, you have, like, multiple other flavors of Wicca. Okay, you can quote the Bible. I can't even remember what that's John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believeth in him shall not perish, but shall have everlasting life. Yes. That is what the Bible says. If you are a Christian and you follow the Bible, agreed. I have not been a biblical follower or scholar for 30 years. I like to refer to Wicca as the Roman Catholicism of the pagan world because they both have their smells and bells and rely heavily on ritual. Yes. Yes. It's interesting to have Kundalini and Celtic as the descriptions, but yes. As I'm not Porphyrian, of course I'm still in this mystery that can achieve whatever I will and need. Yep. Yeah. John 3:16 is a really, really good verse. Personally, I prefer 1 John 4:7 and 8. Beloved, let us love one another. For love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God. He who loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. Okay, I'll stop petting you. Quit whipping. Yeesh. I'm going to start referring to you as Jacques the Whipper. But yeah. I did start on my path as a Wiccan. I'll be honest. I did. Yeah, I know. What made not be involved with Christianity? Oh no! Okay, so my grandfather was a priest. But we do need to back up with my grandfather. My grandfather started out as a submarine line officer during World War II. He was the next to the last person to leave the submarine he was stationed on before Marsh Morton decided to cruise through an area he shouldn't have and sunk it. The reason my grandfather got off the boat, though, is one of his shipmates had survived polio as a child and recognized the early symptoms in my grandfather, told him to go to medical, get tested, confirmed that he had polio, so he got sent to the Polio Foundation in Macon, Georgia. Or near Macon, Georgia. He was in an iron lung when my incubator was born. And after he recovered, he went to college and was studying to become a research chemist, wanted to become a high school science teacher, sold his doctoral thesis in research chemistry to go to Episcopal seminary. He was a priest for over 50 years. And mind you, I was that kid. I was taught that you live a good life. You say your prayers, God will answer your prayers. Well, hell, Grandpa was a priest. He baptized babies. He brought I don't know how many people into the fold, introduced them to Jesus, brought them to God, converted many non-believers to believers. So you would think this is someone who God would answer his prayers. My grandfather had one solitary prayer for himself the entire time I knew him, and that was that he never suffer the kind of pain he did while he was in that iron lung ever again. As my parents and I were headed to the airport for me to move to Southern California after I got out of the Navy so that I could marry my children's dad, we stopped and grabbed the mail. And in the mailbox was a letter from my grandfather. Mom did not open it on the way to the airport. I got the news of what was in the letter when I called from Reno. And my mother told me that my grandfather had prostate cancer. Or no, we knew he had cancer, that the prostate cancer had metastasized to his bones, and it was now terminal. My grandfather died in a morphine haze because he was, yet again, in that much pain, the same kind of pain he had been in when he was in that iron lung. Now, learning that was the nail in the coffin, because I had already turned from the church while I was in the Navy and discovered that the Wiccans that were my shipmates shared the beliefs I did that didn't jive with the church. Grandpa had already told me at that point, you do you, boo. I will see you again. But I was not, done with the church. Grandpa's cancer metastasizing to his bones and him being as miserable as he was because of that was it. Because I'm sorry, I was told, you live a good life and God will answer your prayers. He only had one prayer for himself, and it didn't get answered. Matter of fact, God did exactly the opposite of what he had asked. And from that point, no, I'm no longer on speaking terms with the Christian God. So that is why I fully turned my back on the Christian church. Now, has any magic you've experienced been too dark or unsettling for your liking? Oh, I have encountered a few interesting beings. One of them being a shadow that I'm still not entirely sure what it was. Otherwise, no, I haven't come across anything that was just too nasty for me. Not yet. New stream, what's going on? Hey, Trashy RPG. Love the name. What's your favorite RPG? We are currently, I'm pretty much just talking about my path to paganism and how I became a witch. Final Fantasy VI. Oh, God. Not a bad game. It doesn't take moving much for me to be able to grab some. Oh, hey, sorry, baby cats. No opinion on DMT entry. Not exactly sure what they are. Have not encountered them. The coffee or the love, you can only have one. So I'm trying to figure out, where is my coffee sign? I have the crystal gazer. I have the love. Oh, coffee. It's the life begins with coffee sign. I would probably keep the love rather than the coffee. Because the love is more important. Yes, I love my coffee, but I love my community more. Come here. Unwedge. Yeah, this is the regular ones. My favorite set of dice that I have 2 sets, and I love them just because, I am very much a girly girl in many aspects. No, you cannot have these. Fixing camera right quick. Boom. I have my little mini polyhedral dice. Clicky clacky math rocks. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, he's abandoning me. Hold on. I gotta let the furry overlord do his thing. Bye-bye, fuzzy butts. All right, there we go. Check out my favoriteest dice. Are they not great? They're so cool. It's 2 sets. One is bronze, one is... I can't remember. Are they adorable? I can't remember where I got them. I originally got them from my son who GMs like 4 different games. But he left them behind when he moved out. And I'm like, fine, I'm taking my dice back. And then I have my... Let's see, I have pink dice. I think these have fish in them, maybe. No, they're just swirly pink. I have my bi dice, and I have my purple sparklies. Hey, Bob, how are you doing today? Had a feeling we'd see you. Oh, it was Flavor Aid, and no, I don't drink Kool-Aid or Flavor Aid anymore. Yes, they are metal. I don't remember exactly what they're made out of, and because I can't remember where I bought them, I can't go look them up. The word you're looking for is gullible, and no, not exactly. Boink. All right. Oh, let's see. Red, orange, yellow, green. Where's my purple can? Oh, I burned it. That's right. Okay, red, orange, yellow, green, yellow, orange. Pop that back where it belongs. Yes, a Bob. Oh, but no, I did not buy into all of the propaganda, my friend. I have discernment and intelligence. So there we are. Oh yeah. It depends on if the man behind the curtain wants to play with the camera while I talk, I don't mind. I need to tidy up my office again. Oh, look at that. Yes, it feels like it's the inside of a Pepto bottle at times. Yeah, look at my wonderful chaos here next to me. This is where I keep all of the stuff that I handle on a regular basis. This bag says tattooed yoga instructor, just like a regular yoga instructor, only cooler. My libraries. Let's see. We have yoga books. And then, whoops, turn the other way. Witchy books, more witchy books. This is therapy books, I think. Yeah, therapy books, yoga books, witchy books. That's the books that I accessed fairly regularly. And then the top shelf here is absolutely nothing but blank journals. And then I have this library, that library. Yeah, I have a ton of books. What is the difference I have noticed in beginner witches and people who are trained and experienced? I'll explain the Betty Boop bag in a minute. What is the difference? Newbie witches tend to not realize simple things, like protection is important, grounding and protection. Actually, this is the only library I have in here are my nonfic. My fiction library puts what I have in here to shame. How much longer does the live have? Oh, about a half hour. My favorite books are my paranormal romance, urban fantasy. I have I can think of 4 authors off the top of my head. At least 4 authors off the top of my head that I have multiple books in their series. So yeah. And none of those series are exactly short series. There's a new Mary Gentry book. Mary Gentry number 10 is coming out soon. We've only been waiting, 15 years for it. There's also another, what's it? Oh, no. Andrea does not. Andrea, yes, is single, my friend. I'm the one who has a husband. Yeah. Andrea's also, pink. Yeah, no, she does. Andrea is also yeah. Homo sapien. Oh my God, that is the most hilarious thing. But I love to read. Books have been my friends since I was a kid, and books were the only way I could, escape the incubator. Oh, Skylar, she'll let you know if you offended her. She has no problem speaking her mind. I love that about her. Hey, hi and bye, gamer. I didn't know you were here. I feel bad. Now, as for Betty Boop, so I don't think so. Betty Boop here I have because I used to be an Ipsy subscriber. Makeup is another passion of mine. And they had a Betty Boop themed month. So I have 2 Betty Boop bags. I have my Betty Boop blush palette. And one other thing that I cannot remember now. Oh, Gamer did say hi. You probably said hi while I was doing something. Have I joined any groups or anything? I think the closest that I would come to that would be yeah, I was reading something. I am a member of the Spiritual Professionals Association. But I have not joined any covens. I debated joining a coven in Kitsap County, ended up not joining it, that was probably the best decision I made. Have a good night, gamer. Go get some rest. Otherwise, no. I'm so sorry I missed the gamer coming in. I feel so bad. Gamer's one of my favorites. Let's see. Do I want to join? Maybe. I do have friends who are part of the Aquarian Tabernacle. It is the Freedom Riders. Northwest Freedom Riders, but you have to be careful because we are the Northwest Freedom Riders, and the Freedom Riders are the group that are basically the anti-Westboro Baptist Church. I have both nostrils pierced. Actually, hopefully that will be a little more obvious here in the next couple of days. Man behind the curtain and I were talking last night about taking this one out so I can change them and have my chain. Do I remember, Darlin? You would have to tell me your name for me to know if I remember you or not, because I remember most of my Mormon friends from high school. Hey, Leah, I do see you. Mimi. Whoopty. Yeah. These they hurt. The nostrils hurt a little bit. The septum though didn't even feel it. It was the weirdest thing. Like Aquarian, aquatic meaning water kingdom spirits. I'm not sure exactly. I do know that it's the ATC, Aquarian Tabernacle Church. Thank you, Iceberg. They came from Zenny. want to say that's a member of ZZ Top, but I'm not positive. But yeah. The ATC is, I want to say, might not be completely correct here. But I want to say the ATC is affiliated with Covenant of the Goddess. Could be wildly off base, but have I watched? No, I have not watched Heated Rivalry yet. It's kind of getting added to my watch list because I know so many people who are crowing about it right now. That's true. Actually, I think Spawn has taken over HBO for us. Not if the kids are paying for them. Okay. Nice. Oh, yeah, huh? Oh, hello, Snoopy. I forgot to put you back where you belong. Nice. I am currently... My entertainment right now is less on TV and more some of my favorite content creators. Oh, excuse the hell out of me. That was very attractive die. Which reminds me, I cannot do my tongue. My teeth are too fucked up for me to be comfortable doing my tongue. Checking something real quick. I have been following a particular content creator. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. It looks like we may have new videos from Shauna. Oh, we have the whole long form video is out. Yay! Okay. So tongue piercing. I've watched someone get their tongue pierced and it made them throw up. I cannot do that. And then add to it the fact that my teeth are all jacked up. Nope. I am not doing a tongue piercing. Yes, it hurts like holy Hades. I mean, come on, you've bit your tongue before, right? Imagine that just going all the way through. I love the way they look. I'm not doing that to my teeth. Just like I won't get snake bites or spider bites, because again, they're going to fuck with my teeth. What I am thinking, because I want more piercings, but I'm going to do more on my ear. Might do another eyebrow. Haven't decided that. Considering doing a second spot here. Does it not mess with the taste buds? No, it doesn't really, because of the fact it's just a quick piercing. It's small enough. So. Actually, Skylar, you're absolutely correct. Your sexuality does not change who you are as a person. Hey, Tori, good to see ya. See, I have had these ear piercings. I want to say I was 5, maybe 6 when it happened. My incubator got my ears pierced because I was supposed to get a pair of diamond earrings from my grandmother. Grandma ended up giving them to my aunt, so c'est la vie. I have, great, I get to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 piercings, 7 tattoos. I have both of my dates. These actually have helped a lot with my migraines. I'm going to do more in my ear. I want to get the tragus. I think this is tragus. I have both nostrils. I have my septum. And I have my navel. Like I said, if I get more piercings, they're all going to be in my ear. Nothing else. And then tattoos, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tattoos. I have 3 planned currently that I'm going to do to basically correct one that I currently have. Hey, James, good to see ya. And then I have a few others that I'm playing with the idea. Haven't really solidified them yet, though. No, it's not. It was quick. It hurt like hell. It made my eyes water. But once it's in, it does. Yeah, it's done. It's over with. The most painful piercing I have done so far were my daiths. Next would be nostrils. Which is the nostril piercing is about the same pain as your earlobe, because it's similar amount of skin in that. My navel, I expected it to hurt, and it didn't really, if I remember right. But it did bleed like a motherfucker. I bled all over Grogu that night. Made me feel bad. But and then as far as my tattoos, let's see. The one on my left ankle, the primary reason it hurt was it annoyed my knee because of the position I had to sit in. My calves were not painful for the most part. I giggled through my first tattoo, which was my right calf. Trying to remember which side. Right calf. Grogu, Baby Yoda. But I giggled through my right calf because it tickled. This one, I had no problem with. It was fine until he switched and was using the white ink. The white ink was painful. But which one is my favorite tattoo? Honestly, God, that's a hard choice. Yeah, that's where I was leaning. Probably my golden arch is my McDonald's logo, and I have it. I absolutely hate McDonald's food. Cannot stand it. Have not been able to stand it for a long ass time. But the Mickey D's logo is because I am superstitious enough. I will not put names on my body. So my kids' initials at that time were MCD, last initial is S. So MCDS, McD's, McDonald's. It made sense. And then C went and changed their name to Phoenix. No, I've said that one a lot. Yeah, so, I give their name because now I'm going to get a phoenix tattoo, a squirrel with a shield that the center of the shield is going to be a D20, and said squirrel is going to be riding a wolf cub, and then a dragon. Yeah, that's why I won't do that particular piercing. Want to get an Attack on Titan tattoo. So the Munchkin got Naruto done. It's a really freaking cool ass tattoo. They got it when I got this one. We were originally going to go in and just do flash tattoos. So, short, quick, and easy. This child, we're flipping through the books and they see this cool ass fucking Naruto tattoo and they're like, I'm getting that. 6 hours later, we finally roll out of the tattoo studio. But you know what? It is a kick-ass cool tattoo. Yes, trying to decide how difficult it would be to hoist my leg up. But yes, I have a McDonald's logo on my left ankle because of my kids. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. Let's see. What are the other tattoos I'm thinking of? I want another witchy tattoo. I think though my witchy tattoo is my next favorite. See, it's hard for me to say that any of them are favorites because they're all meaningful in their own ways. I mean, this one that I've now shown you 3 times, this is my witchy yoga tattoo. I have my dad's Navy rating badge over my heart. My rating badge where it sits in uniform. That is true. The irony of Valerie discussing piercing a woman's lower anatomy No, it's Valerie is talking about getting that area. Oh, James brought it up. That's right. Correction. Okay. So we're talking about getting women's anatomy pierced on Female Genital Mutilation Awareness Day. That is the epitome of amusement. Does the man behind the curtain have any tattoos? Not yet. We were planning one before he got sick. And, yeah. Actually, it's, I'm not going to show the comment, but I will respond to it. No, they don't. It's not just out in the store. Generally, a tattoo studio that does piercings, those types of piercings, they have a private room for piercings that is cleaned and sterilized, etc. It's very similar to a doctor's exam room. And yes, if effectively she just whips it out there and lays down on the table, and yes, it is Female Genital Mutilation Day. That is one of our holidays for today. Mutilation, not mutation. Did I say mutation again? Because I know I said mutation when I first started to do the holiday. Okay, it is Female Genital Mutilation Day. Awareness, yeah. He's going to scroll up and give me the damn holiday thingamajigger. Oh, no. Are you taking my script? Okay, you're copy-pasting my script? Okay. All right. So Andrea says, what does McDonald's pay me for advertising their business? I wish. You should have seen the look on the guy's face when I had him printed up for me. So we stopped at the local games shop for, yes, by the way, James. But we stopped at the local gaming shop on our way to go get tattoos, and I had the guy behind the counter, who was sitting there behind the counter, print up the McDonald's logo and my sparks. And, de flurf? Oh. We're okay there. She was being a little goofy, Andrea, but we're okay with this one. But so he printed up, and when I asked him for the McDonald's logo, he kind of looked at me, and I'm like, and I pointed to the kids, and I'm like, our last initials are S, and he's like, oh my God, that makes perfect sense. I love it. And then he asked me about the sparks, and I'm like, that's my rate. So, yeah, that was kind of cool. Hey, Roro, how are you doing today? I sees yous. As for, is circumcision mutilation? Yes, technically. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that one right now. Because you're okay, Andrea. Shit happens. I have opinions on circumcision that I really cannot discuss here without inadvertently giving way TMI about my own children. So we're going to leave it there. Yet again, my brain does its thing. I don't think about the fact that my friends are trans. And I'm like, what the fuck? You don't... But yeah. Dude, welcome to the club, James. I don't entirely understand it either. But... Okay.
You get the tism, man. You get the tism, man. You get the tism.
We all have the tism. I love it. That is true, too. What is my hair doing? My hair is seriously trying to do some fucking Pippi Longstocking shit today. Hoi. Join the club, James. Oh, my good goddess. There are days when I feel like I'm just walking through here dense as a fucking rain cloud. Hey, Luthen. Wait. Yes, I see Tori's here. Yeah. James saying, I understand nothing on a daily basis. Oh my God, that is so fucking me. I mean, uh-oh. Oh boy, what's the song, Luthen? The day the squirrel went berserk. Anyway. Uh-oh. I don't do that on a monetized channel. It could get me in trouble. Fabulous by Meek. That could be interesting. Black. Sorry, Andrea. She already told the rest of us. I'm jealous. I want new shoes. I want to see the phone case. I mean, y'all see mine regularly. Turn it right side up. I mean, my phone case is my business card. Yes. A fucking man, my love. That makes sense. Yep. That's the whole teenagers act now while you're still young enough to know everything. Yes. Ooh. Yes. I have. Am I Oz? No, I'm not. I am not from Oz, unfortunately. I am from the United States. Yes. You are aware that Australia is referred to as Oz, correct? Yeah. No, Oz. A-Z. A-Z. O-Z. They call it Oz. Also, I found out some rather sad news about an actor that will change your view of them forever. Which actor? Yes! That is awesome to hear, John. Oh, honey. I will cycle through accents like nobody's business. It's kind of entertaining. Also, oh no. Oh, dear Lord. Not that he was one of my favorites, but okay, what's up with Ralph Fiennes? But I will cycle through accents, and depending on who is driving, we all have different accents. There's one of us in here that has the thickest southern drawl, which is funny as fuck because she's actually Russian. I have never understood that one. And then there's the Irish wench. Yes, I know who he is. He played Voldemort. Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me any at all, Luthen. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. The one that does bother me, but he has apologized for it, and I believe has done better since, is John Barrowman. Absolutely love him. He has done some bad shit. A Greek Australian. Ooh. That is an interesting mix. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. The fact that that he was part of the Harry Potter cast, that makes me a little Going to be in the stream. Dad is going to give me a haircut. Okay. Yes, Captain Jack Harkness. Yes, he has done some bad shit in his defense. In John Barrowman's defense, the nasty shit he did, he thought there was consent, and he did not mean anything ill by it. Oh yeah, UNICEF is interesting. But yeah. Yeah, we were discussing Katy Perry last night. Torchwood is awesome. We were discussing Katy Perry last night, and a lot of people don't understand that Katy Perry, has essentially sexually assaulted a young man on American Idol, and nobody thought anything of it. She walked... Oh! Hi, Valerie. We are so sorry about that. That was a miscommunication. We apologize very, very, very sincerely. But yeah, Katy Perry just grabbed a teenage boy who had auditioned for American Idol and kissed him. And he was not happy about this. 24 hours, hon. Yeah, basically, this stream, as soon as we start another stream, it resets. It's interesting. We learned that the hard way. Oh, like I said, as soon as this stream is over, you'll be able to come back in on your regular. No shit. Yes. Yep. Katy Perry did this, like, I want to say her first year as an American Idol judge. Hey, Red Room, I do remember you. No, it did not hurt. I don't even think I really felt it much. I do have my navel pierced. It is just over a year old now. No, it didn't get infected. The problem I had, if you get your navel pierced, make sure that the bar is long enough. We thought mine was, but it wasn't. And oh my God, that was one of the most painful things I have dealt with. I have to keep a hoop in it because if I wear a barbell, it gets annoyed and it catches on everything and it just drives me insane. Refresh my memory, James. What did I say fucking about this time? But yes. Oh, fucking Katy Perry. Yes. All right. You're good. I am so sorry about that. What? Dude, I'm allergic to Narcos. Fuck that shit. No. We don't touch that. Katy Patey. New artist. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, Carrie Patey. I'm doing good. Oh, hello. Cannabis. Yeah. This sits in here just in case I need to medicate while I'm in the office. I usually have my dab pen in here too. That is fabulous, John. I'm so happy to hear that. I will be my Witchling's biggest cheerleader. You guys are the best. I saw. Yeah, I can see that one. Oh, fantabulous. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't watched it yet. I have to be in the right mood for something that goes that graphic. Euphoria? Yeah. I still haven't watched Euphoria either. So what he just said, he's like, what was the one people were screaming and ranting and raving about a couple of years ago with the high school kids? That would be Euphoria. That is Zendaya's new show. Zendaya is awesome. Busy street. Yes, we have been rather busy this afternoon, Bob. Don't watch Euphoria. Okay. So it's kind of. Yeah. Do I have any different lipstick colors? Yes, I have quite a few. I wear red when I am streaming because of the connection between red lipstick and resisting the regime. Honestly, my favorite lipstick colors are actually more of a burgundy. Or I used to have a really awesome purple one that was fabulous with my purple dress. Oh, cool, Hebrew. Dude, you would be fun to sit down and talk with. I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, but I used to have this really awesome purple lipstick that matched one of my purple dresses. It was great. But I usually, when I'm wearing lipstick for, just doing my regular makeup, it's not normally red. Is that my purple? I think it is. I think I see my purple, but I'm not sure. I'm actually the only woman in my family who does not have type 2. Or type 1, I'm not diabetic. Hells yes. So you and the man behind the curtain would get along. He likes the bluer purples. I like the slightly redder purples. Let's see. It is. Oh, hey, it's this child. Oh, thank the gods. Oh, mercy. Ha ha. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Royal purple. Yes, actually, it is a real color. It is similar to royal blue, and the reason they are referred to as royal is because back in the day, the dyes to make the indigo dyes that were used to make blue and purple were so expensive that literally the only people who could afford them were royalty. And so they became royal colors. All right, here we go. Oh, he's running in his sleep. Let's see if I can do this. Pink was actually always an easy, cheap color to make. Mirror. Purple. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I have so much random trivia in my head. There we go. There, purple. Pirates of the Caribbean trivia. Oh, let's see. Well, this is trivia, but it's also fairly well-known trivia. Johnny Depp tends to travel with his Captain Jack Sparrow costume because he goes to children's hospitals and dresses up as Captain Jack for the kids because everybody loves Captain Jack. It's a butterfly. Thank you very much. Oh, I love my lip glosses. I stuck the purple in the bag. Oh, dear Lord. This is my bag of nothing but red. I am a makeup addict. I have so much makeup, it's not even funny. It's weird seeing myself with my purple because I've seen nothing but red for so long. Which person? Oh, yeah. Yes. So, Hebrew, you will agree with me that all of the major religions preach love, right? Hell, what I preach every day, spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. Those are essentially the basic tenets of every major religion. Good to know. Johnny Depp truly is. So who is my favorite character of Pirates? Oh, dear Lord. Oh, yeah, we are at that time. I saw it when it happened. Yeah. Let's see. Don't argue with that, Joram. I like so many of the characters. But honestly, I think Davy Jones. Yes. Davy Jones. Okay, my lovelies. We have we have hit our 2 hours, and I have podcasts tonight that I need to finish touching up the script for. So I am going to wrap up this. You're okay, honey. I'm going to wrap up this and say, please come back in about 2 hours for the podcast. We are having the Yoga Witch's Cauldron tonight. I had to stop and think about what day of the fucking week it is. I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Have a fantabulous rest of your day or night wherever you are. And I do have a quick little reminder here that, our space here exists solely because of this Witchling community. You guys are the absolute best. I do not have any corporate sponsors yet. We just have a whole bunch of shared love, a whole bunch of shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love here. So please do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. Ring the bell so you know when we're sharing and posting and going live and shit. And where's the next one? I know, there it is. And then, join the channel if you have the financial wherewithal to do so and you would like to be a little bit closer to the coven. And then share this video and channel with a friend. And now, my darlings, my dears, my beloved friends and witchlings, go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness and hate out there in this world. Can we each please try to be beacons of light and love and hope for those finding their way through the dark? And also make sure your loved ones know in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, and claws, that you love them beyond measure, because time moves so much faster than any of us realize, and those last chances to say I love you are not guaranteed. If you take only one thing away from everything we do here, please let it be that you always, always remember that you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you have a reason for being here, even if you don't know why yet. Took me till I was 45 to figure myself out. I love you guys to bits. You are the absolute best part of my day. Have a fantabulously magical rest of your day or night wherever you are. Namaste, my witchlings.